Welcome back to the Prosperous Life YouTube video. Thank you so much for showing up every single week, truly. It's an honor to be able to coach you guys every single Saturday with this YouTube so that you can transform your life. And as I'm helping you transform your lives, I benefit off of these lessons every week just as much as you guys do. So thank you guys so much. With that in mind, my goal today is to give you the ability to see yourself for you. Unfortunately, nowadays, it's a big issue that people don't see themselves for them. People don't see themselves for who they're capable of becoming or doing in this world. And that causes them to be stagnant, to settle, to not go after their dreams and what they really want to achieve in life. And we need you. We need you in this world to be your authentic self, create your vision for life so that you make the impact that you're called to make, right? Because nobody else can fill your shoes. So if you don't see yourself for you, you're not showing up authentically, which means you're not fulfilling what your duty is here in this world. Now, for a long time, I saw myself, honestly, a fly on the wall. I saw myself in the dark. I felt like I was in the shadows of everybody else. I felt like I was capable of achieving so much. But truly, I felt so little. People could have called it depressed. I think it was more than that. I was actually kind of happy, but I felt very, very small. I was satisfied, like I was fulfilled. I guess you could have said I was settled at that point in my life. And I was, 13 doing drugs, stealing, things of that nature. But I was in the dark. I was in the shadows. I felt like I was in the shadows of myself. I knew I was capable of big things. I knew I was capable of a lot more, but I was in the shadows like I wasn't doing anything. So truly, this is for you, whether you're in that place. You feel like you're in the shadows of what you're capable of becoming, but you're not taking action towards it. Or this is for you if you're accomplishing big things, because at some point in your life, you may feel like you're in the shadows. Maybe you're achieving big things, but you feel like it's not really authentic to you. Either way, we all will get in the shadows at some point in our life. And when we can become aware of it quickly, we can transform it quickly. When we're not seeing ourselves and we're not showing up fully, when we're aware of that, we can transform it quickly instead of it being months, years, weeks. The unfortunate part of this truly is that most people act as if they are showing up fully. Most people act as if they are the most amazing person in this entire world and they're so happy, fulfilled, and that they could conquer anything in this world. But most people feel like they're in the shadows. Most people do settle. Most people don't accomplish who they're capable of becoming and doing in this world, and that's just a fact. Why? There's a reason that 1 in 4 people struggle with mental health. 1 in 4 people are going through something, yet most people don't see 25% in their life going through something wrong. Most people aren't vulnerable and open about what they're going through. Most people aren't open and vulnerable that they feel like they're in the shadows. That's the issue. Most people don't see themselves for who they are and what they're capable of becoming. And today I want to give you the permission. I want to give you the opportunity to show up fully for yourself. I want you to see yourself in the light. I want you to be in the light, and I want you to stay in the light. I no longer want you to be in your own shadows. You are capable of so much, and I want you to accomplish that. And I know that you can. So with that in mind, let's jump in. The first time I really saw myself, I actually was visited by an angel. I was in my mom's basement, super high, super drunk with my friends. And I was talking with my friends, but in the back of my head, there was a voice. The voice said, "Go to the bathroom." It was like a friend's voice, but I knew it wasn't because it was a different voice. And I knew that there was an angel visiting me. So I turn around, shut the door in the bathroom, and all of a sudden a light comes over me and I'm instantly sober. I look myself in the mirror, and this is literally the first time I saw myself. There's a mirror, and I look at myself, and the angel says, either you will transform your life or you'll die before you graduate high school. And a lot of people feel like this is a big, scary thing. That actually brought a lot of peace to me, because for years, for months, I was saying, hey, God, I know I can become more. I know I'm greater than this, right? I felt like I was a giant. I was living in my shadow. Help me, guide me. I don't know what to do. I had no idea where to go. I didn't know who to go to. Sure, my parents, friends, not friends at that point, family members, friends that were family members. I knew there was people around me, but I really didn't know how to go to them and tell them everything I was doing. So this gave me clarity. This gave me clarity that I was actually capable of becoming more. I was capable of achieving more. I was capable of being the person that I knew that I could become. This gave me clarity that something greater saw me. Something greater answered my prayer. Something greater is directing me in my life. And so just for a moment, I sat and I looked at myself. I looked at my soul and my eyes, like who I was, what I was becoming. But I saw myself for more in that moment. Even though I saw who I was, what I was doing, in that moment, I saw myself for who I was capable of being and doing. And that was a powerful moment for me, a moment I will never forget. So maybe an angel doesn't visit you. Maybe you are praying. Maybe you don't have that as strong of an answer prayer. And that's okay, because I've prayed a lot in my life, and honestly, I've never had a greater prayer answered the way that that's been. That's been 1 in a million prayers that I've said. So I want to recreate that for you, because that's the moment that I transformed my life. You see, there's transformation and there's evolution. Transformation is a moment. It's you are aware of something you don't want to be or something that you want, and you transform it. You make it happen in that moment. And then there's evolution. Evolution is what's taken place over time. I transformed in that moment, but I've evolved over time to where I am today. Gratefully, I'm not in my shadows. My shadow can be in the shadow. I am the giant that I am capable of being and doing. So I want you to see yourself as the giant. I want you to have that transformational moment. So after this video, or now, you can pause it, go to the mirror. If you want to make it, for me, more powerful, that I enjoy, play some meditation music. And I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. I want you to look at yourself in your eyes. And I want you to ask yourself, who am I being? What have I done? And really look yourself just in the eyes. If it gets uncomfortable, look away and then go back. But ask yourself these questions. Be vulnerable. As we admit something to ourselves or a higher power, we take power over it. It's no longer holds power over us. And in that moment, if you're not proud of who you've been and what you've done, that's okay. Allow yourself to, again, take power over it and admit it. But now see yourself and ask yourself, who am I being? Who am I becoming? And what am I doing and creating in the future? And I want you to see yourself with no limitations of who you're capable of becoming and what you're capable of doing in this world. And after you're done looking at yourself in the eyes, I want you to look at your body. If you have clothes on, that's fine. If you want to take it to a whole nother step, get naked. But look at yourself in your body. I want you, on a spiritual, mental, and physical standpoint, begin to tell yourself that you love yourself. Again, most people do not see themselves for them, which causes them to be a person they don't want to be and do what they don't want to do in this world. So see yourself vividly. Let yourself know that you love you for your spirit, your mind, and your body. Even if you haven't been or done what you are happy to do, you can transform in this moment and evolve to something greater as time goes on. That is your opportunity. It's your opportunity to begin to love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, then just start with like. I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. I like myself because my eyes are pretty. I have a good body. I've worked really hard to actually create my body. I like myself because I have a marriage that I'm actually so proud of. I like myself because today I chose to stand up in front of myself, admit who I've been, what I've done, and admit it to myself, all of that. And I take power of that and I transform my life. Begin to tell yourself reasons why you like yourself. And at some point, you will begin to love yourself. But when you actually get to see yourself as a friend, as a family member, and you talk to you as a person, and you see you for you, you can really see how special you are. That's what I want for you. I don't just want you in the light sometimes. I want you to be in your own light. I don't just want you to show the world that you're in the light. I want you to feel as if you're in that light. I don't want you in your shadows anymore. You're capable of becoming more, and you're capable of achieving amazing things. No questions asked. Now, the next step is filling yourself. We've concentrated on the outer layer and the external layer. I want you to take it deeper within yourself. I want you to feel yourself. Now, this is the place that a lot of people shy away from. And that's why 99% of people don't transform. The question is, are you ready to transform your life so you can evolve to something amazing? Or what is that going to be? What is that going to be? Are you going to become who you want to do and what you want to do? This is up to you in this moment. So when you master your internal dialogue, it's going to transform and affect your external dialogue. When we people, and most people live externally to the internal. Whatever happens on the external world creates their thoughts, creates their emotions internally, which makes them create a behavior and a result. But when we control our thoughts and our emotions, we control our behaviors, which transforms the results on the outside. So master your internal, and this is where we're going to start. I'm going to have you start with guided meditations. You don't need to go on your own in the silence, in the wilderness, and have a meditation pose. Let's just start with a guided meditation. Whatever you're comfortable with. 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Do wherever you feel called to and whatever you're comfortable with. As you get comfortable with your internal dialogue of your thoughts, your emotions, beliefs, perspectives, things of that nature, and you become more aware, you can begin to slowly move out to just meditation music, whether that's a sound bowl, Indian flute music, nature sounds. You can begin to transform and do your own meditations. Either way, even sometimes today, I've been meditating for years. I still choose, personally, to do guided meditations sometimes. Sometimes it's just nice. Those guided meditations are powerful. And then at some time, you're just going to sit with yourself. No nature noise, no guided meditations, just yourself. Begin okay with your internal dialogue, and you will see that changes your external dialogue. Now, the goal is for you to be in the light and stay in the light. And the thing is, we need a vision. We need to see our now, and we need to see our next steps in order not to be stuck in the dark. Darkness equals lost. Guess what? Vision. Vision is your flashlight. When you have a flashlight, you cannot get lost. You can at least see your next step forward, right? So create your life vision. Create your next steps. What do you want to achieve? Because when you have that vision, you can always see where you're going next, and you will not get lost. And you'll always be your light because you can always shine that flashlight right back on yourself and see you. This is the opportunity for life. To see your next steps, to see what you want to create. You no longer have to turn your flashlight off, turn your vision off, and just walk in the dark lost. You can say, I want to go here. This is where I'm at, and these are my next steps to accomplish that. So today, create a vision, even if it's for the next week, because some people are really in the dark. They've been depressed for a long time. I hear you. I've been there. If you're there, just look for the next day, even that next hour. Create your next vision. Just see your next step. Maybe over the next week, your goal is to meditate, journal, and read a chapter of the book. Just see your next step, even if it's this small. See where you want to go. See where you're at now, and establish those next best steps. This is your opportunity for life. If you can see yourself in your eyes, you can look at yourself as a person. You can love yourself or even start to like yourself. And you begin to identify your internal dialogue, start to transform your internal self. Your external life will change. And if you always hold a vision for life, what you're going to achieve, you're always aware of your now, and you always see those next steps, you will forever be creating a life that you are happy to be creating. And you'll always be creating a person that you're happy to become. That's the opportunity today. You'd never have to get stuck again because you always have a flashlight in your hand. It's just a matter of whether you choose to turn it on or not. When you choose to turn it on, you're establishing exactly what you want to create in life and who you want to be. You don't need to be stuck in your shadows anymore. You can be the person creating a big empire creating shadows. And your empire could become so big that not a single person stays in your shadows. You always have the ability to bring people up. Again, I used to not see myself. I used to not see myself externally, internally. I used to feel like I was a fly on the wall. I used to be in my shadows, even though I believed I was capable of doing bigger things. I never thought I would. And look at me now. If I didn't change my internal and external self, I could have been in jail. I could have been dead, as the angel said. I could have been addicted to drugs on the streets. I probably wouldn't be married. I probably wouldn't have a house. I probably wouldn't be coaching you right now. This is your opportunity to change and evolve and transform your life. The question is will you? Most people don't. I believe in you. I want this for you, but I can't want it more than you do. You have to want it more than me, because me wanting it more for you means that you won't get it. So really create your motivation and transform that ambition so you can achieve all that you want to in life. With that in mind, I want to thank you again. Remember that you are the light in your life. And as you shine your light on you and you shine your light where you want to go, not only do you create your life and who you're becoming, but you inspire your family, you inspire others to create what they want to in life as well. With that in mind, I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed week, and I wish you all the best. And if I can support you in any way, please reach out. I want to support you. We can create a coaching session, whatever it is. We're here to make magic together. Have a wonderful rest of your day.